Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 12th game for this Will Cheese Fail Cold Cast Marathon. Man, we had a rough start, but we've had a crazy middle to this tournament.
Middle is more than a little crazy. I mean, it's still, the peak is still the fact that we had a 14 Nexus opening.
Yeah,
and we are waiting on confirmation of the probe victory being legit.
Yup.
We're working on that.
I'm
skeptical.
I'm skeptical. So, like I said, the guy, if he, like I said to him, if he can go into his profile, take a screenshot of the match to show that it was a ladder game, we'll be able to sneak him into third place.
Better yet, can you see in your match history when you go into the game stuff? Can you see things like worker count kills and stuff in that history? Does it give you that much detail?
I think so. I think it shows. I don't know if it goes into that kind of detail. It shows like we'll know. I mean, we'll know if this is a game or not,
true.
Right? All he needs to do is just go under the match, click on the match, and it'll show you how long the game was. We'll know what game it is. It's not that. It's not that tough. It's not rocket
Hey guys,
science.
guess what? Health bars. Everything in the game right now, full health.
Yeah,
I got you.
The reason why the health bars and stuff are messed up is because this is an older patch, so all of my settings gets wiped. So it is what it is. You can live
Shows
without
workers created. Well, then that's a good second backup for that being legit.
There you go. But anyway, enough about the last game. We'll know eventually. If we don't hear from them, then we're going to keep the... Because right now, the third place game in the tournament is that first game that we had.
Yeah,
so that'll
miraculously.
That'll be the deciding factor.
The fact that we're over halfway into this tournament and that first game is still in the top three...
Scares me.
It's a little scary.
But the top two are good games.
Exactly.
So, really good games. So, PvP here.
That went really poorly for that probe.
Starting down here in the bottom position, we have Windslash. And up top left, we have Acromic Wit.
Yeah?
Okay. Or Acromic White.
I don't know what he's going for there, but just call him...
Arc.
Akram.
Akram?
Yeah.
Alright, Akram it is. Looks like Akram is going to be going for... I thought it was going to be a cannon rush.
So did I.
Because of the pylon. Maybe he's just keeping that in there to warp in.
He's got that hope and a prayer on that 16-second warp in.
I like that he brought in a second probe that died here in the mineral line, which makes Windslash think, okay, I killed a scouting probe. There's nothing else to worry about. This doesn't exist. You know what I mean? So that's cute. But I'm not seeing the cheese. I mean, just putting a proxy pylon in their base and going for 4-gate, that is most certainly not a cheese, but hey, it's a cold cast marathon. What can we do about it?
I know. It's, I mean, I think the first half of this entire thing goes to show how ridiculous a cold cast marathon can be.
Well, that's the beauty of it. That's the entertainment of it.
Yeah, the entertainment value is sometimes they're dead.
Yep. Well, he's getting warp gate research. It is 75% done. The 4 gates, he's just getting his pylons. He doesn't get supply blocked. I don't know why he's still building probes. You can just stop right at 16 if you're just planning on all-inning. Anything above and beyond that is just a waste of minerals. You could even get a second pylon here just in case after the first warp cycle he manages to hold. You'll have more pylons here to do stuff with. He's also putting cannons in the mineral lines as well. I don't know what prompted him to do that. Maybe he's scared of DTs.
Maybe. I mean, what information
Oracles,
does he have?
Perhaps. Well, the information he has is just one base, and he sees the 4 gates. 5 gates, actually. Or no, 4 gates and a forge.
Yeah, 4 gates and a forge, so I don't understand why the cannons.
Yeah. I think maybe... well, the cannons were going down before that. Perhaps he thought, okay, maybe it's proxy oracle, maybe there's DTs being proxied somewhere. But no, he's just going to be able to warp in. If I were him, I wouldn't show his cards here
I'd
too
wait for
early.
Another warp
One
in.
more warp cycle is what he's going to need. It's just, yeah, he's just going to need that. He's also going to go ahead and grab his natural as well. This one adept, though, is going to do damage. Luckily for him, he did overbuild his probes. It's going to be close. Will that adept go down before he transfers? Yes, he will. He dies. And there is the second warp warp-in, for Acromic.
Well, he's even got Akram. He's even got the sentry there. You can block the ramp. He can do a lot here. This is going to be pretty damaging. That cannon's going to go down incredibly quickly if he can decide which one he wants to shoot. pylon would have been best choice, but hey.
It's all
Sometimes you make a little bit of mistake. You only lost one stalker in that mix-up.
2 stalkers in a sentry, but that's not the end of the world.
But hey, he's got the damage done. I think it's been a good trade. He's going to get rid of another pylon.
Yep.
Opponent still hasn't even gotten that up to a warp gate yet. Just now turning over. Not going to be able to finish. Not going to be able to use anything anyway. Another round of 3 stalkers in. And at this point, I think it would be wise. What does Windslash have at the bottom of this hill? Anything? What does Windslash have?
He's just building more
Well,
gates.
He can get a sentry, and I would just be holding Akram in the base.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that he lost his core. He's going to lose this Nexus. The Forge obviously going with it. The Gateway is whatever, but a lot of his tech is gone. In fact, he managed to get down the factory, or the robo facility, sorry, but he still hasn't rebuilt the Cyber Core yet. So this Stalkers, this is it. He's going to have to wait quite a while before he's going to have a core to be able to get Stalkers or even that Sentry so that he can hold off this ground. An Immortal will do a good job at that, but when these numbers keep getting higher and higher, one Immortal is just not going to matter.
No.
He does have these 3 pylons up top and a Mothership core with a decent amount of energy, 135 bits, so we can get off some overcharges. He does just that.
There it is.
Forcing him back a little bit. That was a wasted energy on that pylon, so...
Got one shot off and then just get demolished, as you would imagine.
Yep, that's not worth it.
They're just sending in, I think, a link or something like that.
Well, I mean, there's really not much to talk about here. He's just eventually going to have to go down. Okay, he's going to back off. That Immortal, though, it's going to do some damage, but there's a lot of Stalkers. He's going to bring the Immortal into harm's way. Not sure how I feel about that. Needs to back off. He's going to lose all 3 of these pylons. Meanwhile, back up at his base, he's now just starting to macro up a bit. He's got a second base, so he's able to get a little bit more minerals to produce units even more. I think at this point, he can just keep warping in and eventually just flat out win. The Cyber Core is finished. He did get this gold expansion. Now building the probes, but I think the game is going to end before that is...
yeah, there's not much
going to matter.
Done here. The Zealot's going to get in. He's going to distract. Take all that damage.
Yep.
And the Stalkers can freely walk down this and just completely massacre everything.
Well, it's a pretty lackluster game.
Pretty lackluster
one-sided.
game. Akram got that pylon in, never got scouted, got to do whatever he wanted and walk through everything.
It's not even a cheese, really.
No.
It's just a proxy pylon.
Just a proxy pylon.
Well, these games happen. This is the Cold Cast Marathon. These are...
You win some, you lose some.
Well, you win little, you lose a lot.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you really lose. This is a really...
This is a lose hard.
This is a lose hard...
lose hard situation.
Yeah.
I mean, good on Akram for the job. I mean, you know, it's not that he didn't win in a great way, but you know, it's not cheese.
You know, really bad on him for sending this in.
Yeah.
You know, good job at winning, but shame on you.
Bad job at sending this in.
Shame on you for submitting this and probably making it sound like the world's greatest thing in the description, if they even wrote anything, and you know, enduring us and 3,000 people on stream and probably another 15,000 on YouTube. You know,
hey.
Very selfish of you. Very selfish.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. Shame.
Shame.
Game of Thrones. It's coming back.
That was great and all. That scene was awesome and all, but about 3 minutes into that scene and hearing that woman say shame in the bell, starting to actually just get annoying.
Really?
Yeah, it just started annoying me after a while. It was like, alright, I get the idea, I get what feels you're going for here, but just kind of getting aggravating.
Yeah, they had to, They originally were going to be filming that scene, and the church that they did it in front of or whatever is like a very like historic church in real life.
Yeah, they were pretty salty.
And so well she wasn't actually able to go naked, so they took her face and put it on somebody else's body. They like that wasn't actually her nude.
No.
It was somebody else.
Whoever's body though. Well done.
It wasn't her body.
Nope.
She had a big bush though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, you know, at that time.
That in the time, yeah.
Expected.
Yeah. Shame. Well.
You know what else is a shame?
What's
the fact
that?
This game isn't over yet. Akram now making his way up into the gold. Going to hopefully finally finish off Windslash here.
Yeah, this is going to be it.
This was a drawn-out victory for Akram, and we can move on to the next game where I can forget this one ever happened.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be able to find out about the validity of that last match.
Yes, sir.
As we have, we will have access to links.
Well, I'm not even going to shamelessly promote sponsors or anything like that, because I don't think they're going to be all that proud of this game.
Not worth.
So we're just going to jump right in the next one.
That's a game.
We'll be right back.